What up, guys? What's happening? Hopefully, you're having a great day now that time changed. We sprung forward. Um, Start off with a little bit of news that we covered probably, I don't know, it's been probably over a month or so now. About the Diddy case, there's some people that came out that are considered associated with the whole entire situation. And a couple names that pop out right away was Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski. Yeah, so let me see. I don't remember the entire list of names. Okay, here's the list. So the list included a Christina Corum, a Shane Pierce, a Ruben Valdez, John Pelletier, Odell Beckham Jr., Drew Desbordes, a.k.a. Drewski, Jacqueline Wright, a.k.a. Jaguar Wright, Helena Harris Scott, Matias Gonzalez, Brandy Cunningham, Janice Combs, Keith Lux, a.k.a. Big Homie CC, and a John and Jane Doe's, 1 of 10, or 1 through 10. And
they're all witnesses?
No, these are people that were potentially partaking in Diddy parties. The rumor. Oh, watch! I'll show you. I'll read it right now. So, I'm assuming you guys know most of, or no, but none of those people, right? And so those people are maybe not everyone, okay? But one of the insane allegation is this: defendant Drew, aka Drewski, then caught himself from sliding over plaintiff's oiled body and off the bed. He then began raping plaintiff. While defendant Drewski was raping plaintiff, defendant Diddy sat in a chair near the bed and began masturbating while recording plaintiff's rape by defendant Drewski. Another party's phone fell on the bed near plaintiff. Plaintiff then attempted to grab the phone, but it slipped out of her hands and onto the floor due to the oil/lubricant that had been doused all over her person by defendant Diddy and Drewski. Defendant Diddy began laughing at plaintiff's attempt to grab the phone. Throughout the violent gang rape, defendant Diddy made constant belittling remarks to plaintiff, including that he owned her. Other rumors that are not rumors, there's another part in there that claims that Drewski was then slipper sliding on people's bodies as they were oiled up, and that ended up injuring one of the plaintiffs due to the overly sized of Drewski. It was somewhat, I don't have every single thing, but that was one of the things that came out. So
I seen that. I seen not all that, but I seen like the names and shit.
Yeah.
And then Drewski came out. I was like, how was it 2018 when I was still poor in my mother's basement? Like, how was I invited to a Diddy party when I wasn't even famous?
You had
then?
to come somewhere, right? You had to come from somewhere. And when people get involved with people, then
he said he wasn't popular. He wasn't even doing like skits yet. So,
well, you don't have to be a skitter to be a raper.
I mean, how does he get invited to that if he's not even famous?
It all starts somewhere.
But he wasn't even doing nothing, he said.
Doesn't matter.
Like, he didn't get famous till like 2019, 2020.
But tell me this. Tell me that people just get famous like Drake. He just started doing acting, probably like some normal person.
But he wasn't getting invited to Diddy parties.
How do you know?
He was 5.
When he was doing Degrassi?
No, and he was dancing in the little bar mitzvah
What
scene.
I'm saying is you have to get started somewhere. That industry is a who you know, not what you know type of thing. Yeah. We all understand that. Hollywood is one little circle. And if you don't know Brad Pitt, you don't know Diddy, you don't know Jay-Z, you don't...
I don't believe it.
I mean, he's in the court, files...
I mean, you could be filed. Doesn't mean you really did it.
I suppose.
I don't think he did it.
So then, I mean, it's just weird because then they play the clip back whenever he was on that podcast. He's like, "Hey, you ever been at a Diddy party?" So, I've been to a Diddy party, but not like that kind of party. He's like, "We didn't even ask you that." He's like, "We're just asking if you've ever attended." "Oh, I've been in attendance." He's like, yeah. And to me, after watching it and then seeing this, I had seen that video prior to when the Diddy stuff was happening.
Yeah, that's probably why he said it. Like, yeah,
But
I've been to a party.
tell me that's not
but
some
it's
bit
the
of
joke.
guilty cause.
That's like the joke. Come on, like you're like, oh, I hang out with Meek Mill, but not like that. Like, yo, chill
I
out.
don't think, but that's the thing. They weren't even talking about that.
But it's like, yo, chill, because it was like popping at that moment. It's like,
I suppose to me, the way I look at it is, you seemed a little nervous about the question, like. Why are you jumping to conclusions when we didn't ask you that question? It's like, you know how it is. Like whenever somebody's in trouble and you just start to say too much when you shouldn't say anything, like it's like, just don't say nothing. You know how, if you don't have nothing to hide, then you have nothing that you shouldn't have to say more than what you should say.
I don't think he did anything.
I think that motherfucker's going to prison. He's going to be chilling.
I don't even think Diddy's going to jail.
He's in prison.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get convicted.
How do you figure when he's already in prison?
I mean, we've seen people go to jail.
R. Kelly went to prison, and then he went to prison.
Yeah, but right now it just seems like a lot of bullshit. Like, it doesn't even seem like nothing's real. It just seems like, let's just name random people, like...
But that's the thing. He has so many cameras. I don't think that this comes out because they just.
Well, it was a woman. It was a woman that announced that.
But you're telling me that none of those cameras showed anybody.
Well, they could tell. Anybody could be noticed on a document as long as they're a witness. If she says that he was a witness.
So someone comes out and says something about us.
Yeah,
we're not supposed to just.
But we're just witness. Like they could name you and say you're a witness, and you're.
That's
on the
not
list.
saying you're a witness. That's literally saying you did something. That's literally saying
anybody could.
It's not saying like
Xavier Worthy got arrested
at the party.
Xavier Worthy got arrested and got diminished of his charges right away.
Yeah, because that was family.
It was a false accusation.
But it wasn't false. He did it. His family said no.
No, she's the one that did everything. She cut up his stuff.
You understand that when there's a domestic violence and there's reason to believe that somebody was harmed in some way, that there has to be an arrest. There has to be an arrest. Not because they just were like, oh, well, you were here and this.
Well, he didn't even hit her. She was the one that's cutting up all the stuff and said that he hit her.
And they just arrested him.
Yeah, they said she said that he hit her, and he was like, no. And the records come out that he's been trying to break up with her for 2 weeks, and she wouldn't leave his house.
I don't know. This isn't just beating up your girlfriend.
But that's what I'm saying. Anybody could lie about it.
Suppose that's a pretty big lie, man.
A lot of women do it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is pretty detailed, and he had been at parties. There's already a lot going on. He had been associated.
I already know this is going to come through because, like I said, he wasn't even famous until 2020. So
that's irrelevant.
So he's not getting invited to those parties. Like, he's not even a person. He's not even an entity.
But you're acting like nobody ever gets invited, and they never get started like that.
But you're not even.
It's not like
he wasn't even making videos. How is he going to get known?
He became popular out of nowhere.
Well, that's just viralness. That's how it happens.
The popularity of him.
Well,
that's not viralness.
Well, he got viral and then he got very popular, just like how
it's even Kai Cenat. He didn't just go and get on ESPN.
Well, look he got viral.
How long it took him.
Well, now it's 2025, and that's about 5 years since Drewski's been popping. And they're claiming it's been 7 years, so technically it's only been 5.
I mean, your timetable could say what you want, but the fact of the matter is somebody claimed that he raped her.
And if it comes out true, should she be charged for lying?
No, I agree. If she's lying, there should be a repercussion for lying.
Well, it's never.
But I just feel like that when you're dealing with the court of law, I don't think that they're just gonna say, "Hey, what's your story?" Okay, we're gonna take it.
Because who's the dude that he used to play for Oregon? He got arrested because the lady said that she raped him, and he didn't get drafted because he was accused of rape. And then 4 years later, they come to find out he didn't even do anything, and now his life was different because he didn't even do anything. See?
I mean,
he was arrested and everything.
This isn't a small case. This isn't some random dude from Oregon.
Well, he was a football player.
This is P. Diddy. This is a big global individual.
That's what
this
I'm
is a person that deals with millionaires at parties, not just your Oregon little football player that hopefully he gets drafted. Like, that's a nobody. That Drewski
that's what I'm saying. Drewski
was chilling with P. Diddy. P. Diddy's been globally known for like 30, 40 years almost.
Yeah.
This isn't a small
That's
little...
why they're not probably worried about Drewski. They're just trying to get Drewski to get on their side to get Diddy.
Yeah. And
that's what I'm saying. He's
so
probably not
then
gonna go to
even
jail.
more so if Drewski then doesn't get anything convicted, then he starts to look like a snitch.
I would snitch. Hey, would you not snitch or go to prison for 30 years?
If he had done wrong, why not man up? He's always so true to his word about being a man.
Hey, my freedom's more than being a man. I don't give a fuck about being a man.
I guess that's
I'm
just
like, fuck
integrity
that.
right there.
Nah, hell no. If I didn't do anything,
If you didn't do anything,
I guess,
you
yeah.
shouldn't even snitch.
that's true. If you did something, you might as well just. I get what you're saying now. Like, if
Like,
I didn't do anything.
If I didn't do anything, I have nothing to snitch about because I'm innocent.
Yeah, that's true.
But and I give him props for the immediate response. When this broke, he was on
Both
like,
of them, him and Odell, were like, fuck.
yeah, but as soon as Drewski came out, that Odell was off. Like it was like that because his shit was like, what did Odell do? I forgot what he did. Drewski's was way worse though. But the fact of the matter is to me, the way I see it, that ZZ Top shirt just sold.
Well, that's what's up.
The way I see it is you don't get accused of something like that for nothing. Like even if he didn't do any penetration or anything, he had to have been involved, bro. And the way that he acted in that video was just a little weird because it was just like, bro, we're not asking you that kind of stuff. Just asking you, ever been to the Diddy party? What'd you see? Maybe. Or was it different? What was weird? Because Amber Rose didn't hesitate. She was diving all them motherfuckers out. She was like, yeah, I've been to every Diddy party. I've been to all of them. Whiteouts, Diddy parties, all that shit.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, she did not care. She was like going in. And I was just like, okay, well, say it how it is, I guess. But this was what we expected. Like, you couldn't tell me Diddy was having all these parties and doing all this shit by himself.
That's true.
Like, whether it's Jay-Z, Drewski, Odell, LeBron James, and I'm not throwing LeBron in there to say that's who did it. I'm just saying you're not chilling with all these millionaires and you're not partaking. None of them are partaking. They're all just innocent bystanders.
I'm pretty sure majority are probably just partiers. Like
Yeah, majority.
But there's like probably like Drewski, like maybe he did do it. He's probably one of the handful of people. Odell Beckham seems like he probably would have done something.
Well, didn't Odell Beckham want some chick to take a shit on his chest?
Yeah,
so he's weird already.
Yeah, he probably. Well, I don't know about rape, but yeah, he's kind of weird. I can't say he's.
I couldn't put past anything if you're wanting a chick to shit on your chest.
Yeah, but rape's
That's
a
weird.
different story. That's
Bro,
that's
he's
a
already
crime.
weird.
That's a crime.
But
No,
he's weird though.
But getting shit is just a kink.
That's weird, bro. That's a weird.
That's weird to us.
But that's what I'm saying. You're famous.
Yeah.
That's what happens to famous people is they run out of things to do.
That's what I'm saying. So
And
he has a kink. It's kind of different. I won't say it's weird because there's a lot of people that have different kink. I don't give a fuck. Like it's weird to me and you. It's weird.
I
to
just
us.
think it's weird in general.
There's
not very many people I've ever met.
I don't think I've
nor
ever met
this
anybody.
story
No.
has ever cracked.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird to us, but like there's.
I'm pretty sure majority of people would say this is weird.
Hell yeah, probably. But like I'm saying, I don't think it gives me the like notion of like, oh yeah, he'd rape somebody.
And Drewski, and I'm not saying this because I'm hating on Drewski. I'm saying it because I keep it always just honest. Like, it may not always align with the person I care about or the people I like or whatever it may be. It may not be what you want to hear. Drewski has always come off as he enjoys being popular.
Yeah.
Like, he likes that. He's cool with himself in his own skin, and he loves, like, that popularity. Like, yeah, watch my show. Like, I'm over here type shit. I'm not saying he did or he didn't do it, but I'm just saying if P. Diddy's kind of breathing down his neck, and he's like, yo, bro, like, how popular you trying to be? I ain't going to say he's probably not going to do it. Like, if you told me Kai Cenat was in that situation, I'd probably say he wouldn't do it. Like, I would lean more towards Kai Cenat would say no.
Well, yeah, I would say he said no because
like he probably wouldn't even had gone to the party to begin with.
Well, Aiden Ross invited him to the Michael Rubin. He's like, I don't go to those kind of parties.
Exactly. So see where I'm coming from? But Drewski's like, I want to be
You
invited.
have to be there, yeah.
If you invite me, I'm going 2 times.
Yeah.
I'm going to show up early and leave late. That's kind of Drewski.
I don't know. Like, I'll probably go once at least. So I was invited.
But what I'm saying is, like, Drewski, I'm looking at Drewski's vibe.
Oh, his whole, like, way he acts.
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
way he acts, way he's presented himself. And I'm not saying I knew this from then. I wouldn't have even put him necessarily in the picture because, like you said, he's not been popping that long. So,
Like, what does it benefit him? Like, I guess it might be true. Because what the fuck does it benefit somebody named Drewski? Like, Odell Beckham don't make sense neither. Like, what's the benefit of...
what's the benefit of naming people recent?
Yeah, they're like...
You could have named Jay-Z.
And
You could have
Beyonce.
named Beyonce. You could have named
LeBron. LeBron's been to a party. Yeah?
LeBron, Jennifer Lopez. Any of these people, you could have named anybody. And maybe they're still to come. But the fact that you named somebody as recent as you did, and I get it, the timelines might not match. But the fact of the matter is, your name doesn't get thrown into that kind of fire without there being some bit of truth. Maybe he didn't do everything that she said he did, but maybe he was there. Maybe he was in the room and he's like, "You gotta stay. You gotta stay now. You don't stay, you're done, bro." And Drewski's like, well, fuck." Like even did you see the other video, Drewski, when he opens up that bottle in Diddy's house and he's pouring up a shot and he takes a shot? He's like in this weird room. And it's like bottles on the wall and it's all lit up. It's like a closet almost. And then he like takes a shot off the counter. Like it's a bottle and he opens up the bottle and he takes a shot. And P. Diddy comes to the room and he's like, Drewski turns around. He's like, "One shot or what?" And Drewski's like, all fucking all like dazed out. Like he fucking took something crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's a weird video. And I don't know what the video was even really for. Like, I'm not too sure what the fucking context behind
Imagine
it was.
Drewski was in it, but he was just all fucking drugged out.
Who knows?
Like
Exactly. He could play
A
that,
victim?
but then are you admitting to doing it, but you were not in your right state of mind?
He's like, bro, I woke up the next day and I was just oiled, bro. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Imagine. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck was happening at that point.
I don't know. It's just a strange story altogether because as you continue to put piece by piece, like I said at the beginning, you're not doing this alone.
No, especially at not that big of a level when you're having these, like, crazy parties people are talking about. People talk about the Diddy parties. Like, when we're growing up, everybody's like, the white Diddy parties, like, those are crazy. Like, all the news was always talking about Diddy's having another one of those parties. And little did we know, those parties were
Too crazy.
different kind of party.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't know.
been to a party like that.
It's just it's strange because this just broke out like 2 days ago.
It was like a day or two, yeah. Probably
Yeah.
like Saturday, I think.
Yeah, so it's just I don't know, man. We'll see what ends up happening from that. Speaking though of LeBron James, what did you think about him confronting Stephen A. Smith?
He put it on himself. After looking at all points of view, he put it on himself, saying the shit he did about Ronnie. Which, I mean, as a dad, he was playing dad role more than he was playing LeBron role at that point. He's like, oh, my son's... Like, he was trying to boost his kid like LeVar did to Lonzo and all
Right.
that. He was just boosting his son's stock, you know? Nothing wrong with that. But, yeah, he kind of put on himself. You can't be mad at, like you said, an analyst that's been doing it for 50 years or whatever.
Right.
But as a man, I probably would have did the same thing. Like, yo, bro, like, chill out with all that. Like, there's 100,000 other players in the league. Like,
Right.
you got to go after this kid every day, like, all the time, always
So
talking
let me
shit.
ask you this: do you think LeBron asked Bronny to do that?
Hell
Would
no.
you have asked Dad to ever step or intervene on anybody? Like, let's say you're either being bullied or picked on, or any. Would you have asked him, like, "Hey, do you mind speaking on behalf of me?"
No.
Because doesn't that kind of the case here? Like,
It's
Bronny
similar-
ain't even a child.
Yeah, LeBron did. I don't think Bronny said anything. I think that was LeBron being a father.
So do you think Bronny's like, why the fuck did don't you think that if he had asked Bronny, Bronny would have been like,
I don't know.
nah,
give a
pops,
fuck.
I got this.
I don't like. He probably don't give a fuck.
Do you think he's embarrassed?
Bronny? Yeah. Because it just makes like
You're soft,
Like,
and your
makes like a
daddy has
bitch,
to.
yeah. But at the same time, I mean,
I get where LeBron's going, but I also don't. I get where he's going. I just don't agree.
it's like the second hand, like when your parents do something, you're like, damn, bro, why'd you do that? Like, Like he could have handled like say I have a kid and I go back to the store like y'all fucking charge me too much and like acted a fool when he could have been like yo charge me a little too much, can you switch the price? Him doing it in public kind of was like acting an ass in front of somebody.
Right, he shouldn't have done it in public for one. He should have. I guarantee he could have got in contact with Stephen A. Smith.
I just think it was LeBron being like a drama
I think
queen.
it was more about LeBron
being like a drama queen.
Yes, very much, and that's why. Because did you see when they played in Boston and he was talking to Richard Jefferson? Okay, so he's talking to Richard Jefferson about the situation, and he goes on about like whatever. But it basically proclaims that it was never about Bronny. It was all about LeBron. And Stephen A. even came out and he fucking broke it down.
That makes sense though. It's like you're criticizing the greatest player of all time's like mindset of why he thinks his son was better than half the league.
I just like, yes, you're right there where
He's
LeBron
like,
put it on himself.
Yeah.
But even if he hadn't said anything, bro, you're following the footsteps of at the very, very least, one of the 2 top players of all time.
Yeah.
In basketball history.
In Brian's eyes, probably the best ever to play.
Yeah, well, and everyone currently, well, either way, he's 1 or 2.
He's 1 or 2.
Bronny had big shoes to fill to begin with.
Yeah.
And to put more pressure and then not to allow what they do. Like, they tell me that analysts and commentators don't talk about the Cowboys year in and year out.
Bro, we signed Javonte Williams and they're over there fucking throwing.
But if we hadn't signed anybody, they'd be talking about
it
us.
doesn't matter who the fuck.
If we sign someone, it's a bad sign.
Yeah.
If we let someone go, it was a bad let go.
Yeah.
Even if nothing's going, even if it's the Super Bowl, Dallas is being talked about how the Eagles got there again before we got there. Dallas is always relevant. So it's weird that LeBron acts as if he doesn't understand the gossip of basketball.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Yeah, Bronny is your son, but he's going to get criticized, especially because of what you said, for one. And 2, we're going to look at him differently because tell me that he was worth his 1 year, $4 million NIL deal.
Well, no, his name
got him that, did it not?
LeBron James Jr. got him that.
Ain't a motherfucker in the college ball.
If you're averaging 2 points or whatever he averaged in college, I think he only averaged like 2 points in college, and he was like the highest. Caleb Williams, and somebody else. I think Caitlin Clark were the 3 highest NIL deals of all time, and then Shedeur Sanders blew that out the water. But yeah, Bronny, Caleb, and
Cooper Flag right now only gets a 4.8 per year. And Bronny signed 1 for 4.
He's better, yeah.
Way better, bro. He was hooping with the USA.
Yeah, he's better. But like I said, I think that I don't know.
It's just tough because he's getting privileged. Bronny is based off his dad's accomplishments, but then no one's allowed. Is that basically him telling Stephen A? Is that basically telling the rest of every commentator on ESPN, on any other network?
What you say about anyways,
don't say nothing about Bronny.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. But it's crazy how we criticize and give praise to Bronny, and he gets all this praise, but they criticize Bronny, but then like he sucks. But then like the same criticism goes for Shedeur Sanders, but he's actually pretty good.
No, Shedeur is, but see, Shedor's projected top 10 potentially.
Yeah, and they still give him shit. They still give that full shit for like whatever reason. I'm like, bro, he's actually good. Like, I get his dad did a little bit of work to.
Dad, but the thing is Shedeur didn't play backup. Shedeur didn't. He was in the Heisman consideration. Shedeur, there was things there.
Yeah.
There was things there that showed his game was elevated from the rest of college league. Bronny never showed that. Bro, no offense to Bronny, but that motherfucker died on the court at one point.
Yeah, he did.
And still got a deal, still played next to no games. Yep. And this isn't shade at Bronny. I think Bronny has potential to be a good potential role player eventually.
Yeah, he's literally doing what most role players do in the NBA. They fucking play G League. He's playing good in the G League.
Exactly, he's dropping them, and that's what I'm saying. Like he's
getting buckets.
He's not horrible.
He's good.
When you're telling
he could be like Peyton Pritchard, just a guy on the team.
Who knows? Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is just LeBron just. Sometimes he shoots himself in the foot.
He should just ate his words and said, "You know what, Stephen A, you're right, bro. I fucked up." Like
He shouldn't have even said nothing.
that's what I'm saying. He should
Or
have
he
ate his
should have
words
confronted Stephen A. outside of that.
because then he looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because we're looking at LeBron and saying, "Oh, this is just you. You cry and you cry and you
did.
continue to cry."
Yeah, that looked bad on LeBron for sure. And then
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Bronny felt it like because he streamed, so I'm pretty sure they're just in the comments. Like,
Oh, your daddy gonna come play for you?
Yeah, that's
Your
what
daddy gonna get you your 20 kills?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, bro. Why would they not roast him? And then I bet you him. No offense, but most streamers are this way. They're probably banning those people from the chat. It's like, come on, don't be a bitch now.
yeah, you could ban certain words in the chat. Like you could ban like say LeBron or Daddy's money or whatever you want. You
Yeah,
can ban
yeah.
those words. Like obviously
Yeah.
a lot of like the black community just bans like a bunch of like slurs,
The N word and
slurs
all this
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
No, I feel you, and that's the thing. That was something that I just thought was interesting because it's like, man, LeBron. I get it from a father aspect. I understand, even though I'm not a father of my own. Like, I do understand that, but you could have handled it differently. On top of like, did you even run that by Bronny and be like, "Yo, do you need me?" Maybe Bronny did complain, and he's like, "Yo, Pop's like they're roasting me all the fucking time, dude." Maybe.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
I don't think he cares. He's just a child. As that age,
But
we
you
didn't
can't
give a
tell me
fuck.
that kids around that age aren't set. Soft
Obviously, he's
and
not a
sensitive.
real child, but like, yeah, this is a young man. I don't know if he gives a fuck. He's like,
I
I'm in
don't
the
know. Kevin
NBA.
Durant turns off his fucking
That nigga,
Twitter.
that motherfucker. Huh?
Like, I'm just saying, like, there's motherfuckers that have burner accounts. There's people that always log off. Like, I don't understand it.
Maybe.
Like, I could never allow anyone to own real estate in my mind that affect me. Like, oh, you're this, you're that. I'm like, ooh, I'm exactly whatever you want me to be.
Yeah,
I am who you say I am.
My character is whoever you put me as in your mind.
Yeah, whatever.
Because you can never change that, really.
No, you're not going to change everyone's mindset.
You can't really,
Because
like-
even now, if Bronny was feeling a type of way about being talked about, now he's even talked about as being more soft than before.
Yep.
Like, oh, daddy's coming to save you.
Yeah.
It's a tough road because I feel for both sides, but I definitely am more on Stephen A's this time around just because he made a good point. Could have texted me, could have called me. I would have answered that call. You could have told me to meet you in person. I would have flown out to LA and met you that night.
Or even that same day, he could have did the same night after the game. He could have told him, "Come to the locker room, bro. Let's talk as men. We could. Nothing's gonna happen. There's too many people in the locker
It's
room.
not even that. Like, LeBron's always seemed super professional.
Yeah,
like his.
This is
whole
probably the
career-
only time I ever seen
Yes,
him. Normally we hear stories like, "Oh, LeBron's like
kind of soft.
yeah," because like this is the same fucking thing. Did you see the Dwight Howard shit?
Oh, when he told him that to get back on
And
defense,
stop being a bitch.
yes,
and then he said he got kicked.
off.
Yeah,
I did see that just like the other day.
Him and who was the other nigga that he was talking to? It was another player LeBron played with, and he said, "Yeah, I got kicked off for doing the same shit." Oh, it was Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers said, "Yeah, I fucking got sat for the rest of the game. We won the game, but yeah, I told LeBron to get back on defense, stop being a fucking bitch." He's like, "Next season, I was fucking off the team."
Isn't that pretty shitty that LeBron just feels like? But see, that's another reason why. Like, I can't say Jordan wasn't probably like that. Like
Oh, he's
Jordan,
probably worse.
and Kobe. Remember when
Oh, he was
Jeremy
probably
Lin
worse.
came into the team and that fool was like elbowing him at practice and like.
Yeah, Kobe came out. I was like, yeah, it was probably the same shit for that fool. He's just like, I see these fools how they practice. Like, why the fuck would I pass them the ball?
And see, I guess to me, you're calling out LeBron for what? Like, LeBron has proven himself. He does things that you're Mario Chalmers, Dwight Howard, you just can't do, bro.
Yep.
And I get it. Sometimes it's frustrating when there's a guy that's a little bit more favored than you. Like, the guys like him more, the coaches like him more, the entire team likes him more.
Yeah.
I get there may be some jealousy there, but at the same time, it's like, why LeBron gotta be so soft for it? Like, why is he gotta be a crybaby like that? Like, yo, I don't want that fucker on my team.
For real.
Like, we'll figure it out. It's like, damn, bro.
Yeah, so
Like,
I seen LeBron been acting up the last couple of days. with all these stories come out about this fool.
I don't know, man. It's just another thing to add to LeBron's crybaby list.
Yep.
But what else?
He's fucking good at basketball though.
He's damn good at that. That's for sure. All right, let's see. What else did I have on here? Let's see. Had that. There was another thing I had. It's officially the off season for the NFL.
The fucking say the least. That shit has not stopped. And don't be those motherfuckers on Facebook posting every fucking signage, nigga. Like, we don't give a fuck. You're not Adam Schefter. You're not fucking Ian Rappaport. We don't give a fuck. We see the same shit that pops up on our phones. We don't need you to share it on Facebooks and shit. Like, all these fools that share it, I'm like, bro, you're fucking gay. Like, I get if it's a big one, like, you could call me like, oh, this is fucking crazy. Like, that's cool. But these little ass ones that I be seeing, like, I see people posting Javonte Williams to the Cowboys. I'm like,
I mean, it's not a bad sign, I guess.
yeah, but who do you care? Like,
I don't care. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm going to eventually find out anyways. I don't need you to pretend you're Adam Schefter.
yeah.
Like, your notification is my notification. You're not getting anything sooner than I get it.
Yeah, if you're not fucking, like I said, Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport, I don't
Like,
give a fuck.
anyone that's sports, even invested a little bit, you could be the least invested, and you're going to know.
Oh, yeah, dude. I've seen chicks posting them on their story.
Yeah, like, I'm getting Garrett Cole's out for season.
Okay, that shit was
I'm
like
getting
5-6 notifications.
The dude that got suspended in the NHL for 20 games. And these are sports that I'm not necessarily following as heavily as football. So I don't need you to tell me, oh, this or that. Cool, bro. You know what matters? When the season starts.
Yeah, I don't care about.
I don't
none of
care
these songs.
about fucking who signed it. I didn't care. Who's the guy that went to the Browns? He's a quarterback. They just signed him.
Not Daniel Jones.
He's a shitty quarterback.
Who the fuck was it? That's not bad. I know-
Pickett.
Oh yeah.
Kenny Pickett went to the
Yeah,
Browns.
and then DTR went to fucking Eagles.
The
yeah.
Eagles. And I'm just like, bro, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. That boy ain't gonna start. I bet you Deshaun Watson somehow comes back and
Yeah,
starts.
fucking Myles Garrett's gonna hit him with the fucking helmet again.
Isn't that crazy? Max Crosby came out, said he wanted to play for a winning team. Myles Garrett came out, said he wanted to play for a winning team. Both signed to their team.
It's different when that fucking guarantee's right in front of your face. She's like,
Do you think it was the money guarantee, or do you think that maybe they weren't getting shit?
well, I think it's the team probably was asking for too much. They were like, well, we want a first round for Max. And he's probably was seeking a trade, and no one was like, I'm not giving a first round for you, dude.
Isn't that crazy that nobody gives up that kind of compensation?
It's
no
because
more?
now these players coming out, bro, you can get another Myles Garrett. Like, players now are fucking good. Like, every player that's coming into the draft from first round to seventh could be a fucking banger. Like, there's so many players in college now, like, that are getting these. You just could watch every game, and there's like a player probably going to get drafted.
So do you think that's where it's kind of gravitating towards? Is like, just go young. If you're lucky, you'll get the right pieces in the draft.
And then if you go young enough, then you can start signing, like, free agents, like Washington's doing.
Right now, I think Washington's probably winning the
Or
offseason
the
right
Bears. Fucking A. They got so many offensive linemen.
now. But they didn't sign Keenan Allen back.
Didn't need them.
And then they don't have a running back still.
There's so
And
many
their
in the
defense,
drafts.
they've done pretty much nothing too.
Defense was good last year,
But that's what I'm saying. They've not done a whole lot other than a couple offensive linemen.
which was their biggest problem, probably.
But Washington's done a lot.
Yeah,
Like
they
they traded for Lattimore before the season ended,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got Debo,
Correct.
Tunsil,
That's bad. That's a badass trade.
and then they traded for who's the other wide receiver they just got?
they got another wide receiver.
Yeah, there was another guy they just got.
I didn't see that. See, there's so many fucking things happening. I didn't see them get another wide receiver.
Who's the other wide receiver that they just got?
I know they got another defensive player.
Yeah,
Didn't they get? That fool went to the Broncos.
yeah, and then it looks like Houston's selling.
Didn't they get Javon? Not Hargrave. No, Kinlaw.
Oh, Hassan Reddick? No, he went to
Tennessee or Jacksonville or something. No,
Tampa.
that's where he went. But they got somebody else from the 49ers, a defensive tackle. I can't
And then all the Niners have left. Hufanga and what's his name ended up in Denver.
Greenlaw, and then safety from No, that was never mind. That's not the same team.
Yeah.
But like I was telling Matt, I think they're getting ready to sign Purdy, and they fucking have to get rid of players that.
Yep, I think that's exactly what it is. I think they're going to sign Purdy to a decent contract, probably close to 50, maybe even resetting the market. Who knows?
That's what I was
And
telling
I think
them.
they know. Well, we already have fucking what's his name under lock, Christian. We just recently signed IU,
Which they're now looking to trade him.
and
Still.
then Fred Warner's still, and then Nick Bosa's still. So you got a lot of big contracts. See, if you notice the teams that are actually buying players, it seems that like don't have a big contract. Like you have Washington, rookie QB, Broncos, rookie QB. All these teams that have rookie QBs or haven't signed. The one that surprised me is Houston, but I think it's because they're about to sign Stroud. Don't be surprised if Stroud doesn't sign a contract this season.
That makes sense. The year before his contract, well, he'll go into his third season this year.
Yeah, he'll be his third, but it's always better to get ahead
Early.
than behind. Because look at Josh Allen. He re-signed, but it's like now you're guaranteed to retire a bill.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're going to save a lot more money on the end because it's like, I don't know. It's just it's a tough scenario because there's not. And then look at Vikings aren't doing horrible. They re-signed Aaron Jones.
Makes
They
sense.
got rid of everybody else.
And their defense got pretty much better with CJ Gardner. Or not CJ Gardner.
Oh, that fool just got traded.
they got
to
someone.
Houston?
I remember who they got. Gardner went. Yeah, I think he went to Houston. Minnesota got one of their corners too, though.
So now that everybody's pretty much there, you know,
There's a few.
there's the Giants that don't have a quarterback. The
Yeah.
Steelers don't have a quarterback.
Which, if they get a good one, we're fucked. That's a good team.
But I think it's a guaranteed Aaron Rodgers.
I hope not. That's
You don't trade for DK and bring in some scrub.
yeah. There's a few names.
Unless you're going to go get Kirk Cousins
That's the only other name I was thinking you can.
or
get.
re-sign Russell.
But they came out and said they didn't want Russ.
I think they go
And what-
get Aaron
And
because I think
once you give Russ the idea that you don't want him, he plays like shit. Like look at that first year. In
But
Denver.
then Russ is done. He can't. Unless
played
goes
good,
and plays-
though.
Who's he going to play for?
Tennessee could still get him.
You think Browns sign him?
That's a possibility.
Because the Browns had the number 2 pick.
They could get them.
You don't think they should go get Cam Ward or Shador?
They could get both. They could get either. Like even with
Because Tennessee, what are they going to do?
Will Levis.
They're going to get somebody.
That's what I'm saying. That he could go play over there. That Jacksonville, he's not.
But there's nobody.
Maybe Saints.
I don't think so. I think they're going to stick it out with Derek Carr.
That's what I'm saying. So there's teams that maybe he could go to, and maybe Cardinals if they get rid of Kyler.
They ain't getting rid of Kyler.
Shit.
Not going to get. Because what are they getting in return? They're not going to get shit right now. Nobody's looking for a quarterback, really. Because right now, Justin Fields is on his ride or
What
die
if he goes
contract.
plays for Oakland? Oh no, they just got fucking Gino. I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, they
Or
just got
Las
Gino,
Vegas, not
and
Oakland.
Sam just went to Seattle. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many spots right now that are.
Indianapolis.
They just got Daniel Jones. They still have Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I don't know if they like Anthony Richardson.
That's why they signed Daniel Jones.
It was nothing though. It wasn't that a crazy.
I'm just
contract.
saying
But they
that-
did sign him.
I feel like they're not going to go sign a guy that they don't think that could take over.
they've
And pretty much Minnesota sounds like they're going with JJ.
yeah, they have to.
Jordan Love is there. Goff is there, and Caleb's there. So there's no one there.
Yeah, he could probably back up for one of those three, but I don't think he's going to want to back.
That's what
up.
I'm saying. The biggest one is the Steelers.
Or wait mid-season, see if a quarterback gets hurt and signs. Like if
But
Sam Darnold gets.
that's way down the road.
That's what I'm saying. That's his probably only options if he goes play Tennessee.
Who are you talking about, Russell?
Russell. Tennessee.
I think the
Browns.
Steelers are. If you could get in with the Steelers and convince him, like, give me a 1-year minimum.
Maybe.
1-year minimum. But think about it. It's Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson. 3 veterans, essentially,
I don't think, fighting.
fighting for 2 or 3
Do you
spots.
think Aaron Rodgers gets a spot? 'Cause he,
I think he does.
I
I think he's the best person to land in Pittsburgh right now because I think you just went and got DK. You're not bringing in DK on a trade if you don't have a guy to like. Why'd you go trade for him if you ain't got nobody to throw to him?
I don't know why they did that. That was weird, huh?
Yeah, because you
then-
just let. I think they thought Justin Fields was going to sign with them, but shout out Justin Fields' agent getting $30 million guaranteed, 2-year deal, $40 million
yeah.
overall.
Well, I think he was deserving after the 5-6 games he played.
I mean, that was a small sample size. To me, I always look at the average. What was he his entire career? He's probably had one really bad year, and then that year was his best year. But what's the rest look like? What's his average? Middle to the back end of the pack. I would say more back end of the pack.
Well, he got paid like a middle of the back end pack.
Oh yeah, he didn't
So
get
it's not
paid
like-
heavy.
it's not
No, he
crazy.
didn't. I think they even looked at it and said, "This is your tryout, bro."
And he has I like when quarterbacks play with somebody familiar. So hopefully him and Garrett Wilson could get something
Maybe
going.
that is true, and he's gonna have Brees Hall.
Yes, I like the familiarity of quarterback wide receiver. duos.
Hopefully. But that's what I'm saying. There's not many spots. You got 3 veterans. You got maybe 3 to 4 rookies coming out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Maybe like because you got Dart, Shador, and Ward,
Those are your 3 best ones.
and then you got like Ewers, the Vato
Will
from
Howard.
Milrow, Howard. You got some
Gabe.
other random guys.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, like you got like 3 to 4 decent guys, and then you got like 7 overall. That's probably gonna, maybe even more, that are gonna get drafted.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Like right now, if I'm Dallas,
I don't think it really matters. They're gonna probably have a winning record anyways. Whoever quarterback they pick, Steelers. They fucking never fucking have a losing record.
yeah, but I just feel like they didn't do that trade for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. They put any of those 3 veteran quarterbacks are probably having a winning season.
Who's their best shot? Like who's gonna get them further if you were to guess, and how far?
Wilson.
You think Russell?
I think recently he showed he's better than the other 2.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers hasn't looked good.
Kirk Cousins got fucking benched middle of the season because he sucked.
Yeah, and see what's crazy too is like the Puka Nakua Devontae now, and they said that they're gonna release Cooper if he doesn't find a trade by the beginning of the season. Like beginning of the season, he'll be released. So it's like
Oh, I thought it said beginning of the fucking free agency. I thought he was gonna be released tomorrow.
that was yesterday when it started. That's why everyone started signing yesterday.
No. Like when it actually, like you could actually sign somebody on.
No,
Wednesday.
that was yesterday.
No, you could agree, but Wednesday's like the actual date.
Let me see.
That's what I think. I think they're gonna release someone before, or on Wednesday if they don't get a trade. I thought that's what it said. Because the actual free agency, when you actually get a signed players, are tomorrow. Joe Bosa to the Bills. That's what it says right here. That's a big one. I thought he was for sure going to his fucking brother's team.
Everybody thought it.
Shit, made the most sense to me.
Damn, D Hop went to the Ravens.
Yeah, for 1 year deal.
I'm wondering why they don't just keep what's his name, Cooper.
Yeah, it says after the new year starts, so
So tomorrow,
yeah, tomorrow he'll be. I don't know. Why do they just keep all 3 of them? I guess I don't know what the
maybe
reason.
the money.
Maybe the reason. I don't know the real reason behind
And see,
it.
I don't think Devontae's better than him.
They're pretty similar age wise. They're probably the same age, close.
Nah, Devontae's probably way older.
Cooper's like 33.
That old?
I think so, dude. He's pretty old.
I don't think he's that old.
Let's see.
I don't know.
31.
Damn. Well, guess it's just time to get rid of him.
Oh, that's not Devontae Smith. See, I was like, why the fuck did that say that? 32.
So same age.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you just needed a black guy.
Yeah, and then Puka changed his number.
I seen that 12.
12.
Yeah. I guess that's cool. Whatever.
I don't know why you would do that though.
I don't know either.
Because you're younger, you're gonna be there longer, more than likely. You already have fans that have your jersey. How much did that fool pay him? Like Devontae must have gave him a bag to change his number. That's the only time they ever change their number when the fucking bag comes in. I wouldn't have changed it, but also, I mean, I guess he had 12 in his back pocket, so
That's true. It's bad.
yeah, he's like,
Because
fuck it.
Adams did get paid too.
So he's like, fuck it up, go to 12, then you're gonna give me the fucking $500,000 for it or whatever you fucking said.
He's like, I gotta cover my cost. So whatever it costs for my jerseys, on top of I gotta make a bag.
Yeah, so it's probably a little pretty penny for him. Pretty good change.
That's crazy. What else?
Did you see that? Probably you didn't see it, but there's this Olympic snowboarder. He used to be obviously snowboard for the Olympics and shit, and come to find out that he was smuggling drugs into other countries, and to even top it off, now he's on World's Most Wanted as the kingpin of a drug cartel. It's fucking insane. Like they're like, this guy was winning Olympics and fucking medals and shit. Now he's wanted for drug cartel pin, like being a drug cartel fucking head honcho. I didn't see his name. I didn't really go far into depth with him, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm like what? I mean, I guess snowboarders probably don't make the most money, so that makes sense.
I always thought about that. Like the people that do the Olympics, like what are they doing when it's not the Olympics?
Like obviously the basketball players play that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, but like what's her name? The Richardson girl that runs? That
what the fuck's
races?
she doing?
Like what? How's she making money right now?
Or what's the guy's name? The dude that fucking supposed to race Tyreek Hill?
Oh, Lyles?
Yeah, what the fuck does he do all day?
Or what did Michael Phelps do when he wasn't in the Olympics?
Well, fucking Aaron Rodgers is? Fucking
Ayahuasca?
ayahuasca and shit.
I don't know. Did you hear about the girl that she's from India, but she was going to school, I think, in Virginia University, and she went missing in Dominican Republic. So apparently she was on the beach by herself, and that was her last known whereabouts, and nobody can find her.
For real?
Yeah, this is just
In
like the
Dominican
other day.
Republic?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. And so
What the fuck happened to her?
no one fucking knows. No one knows if it was
Like a fucking.
abduction, an abduction or what.
That's fucking weird. How do you just go missing? I never understood that. You have to get kidnapped. There's no up and missing. Like unless you're in the forest, nigga, that's the only way you go missing.
No, she was on the.
Yeah, like fucking she got sucked into the ocean.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I could like. I don't think I ever met somebody that went missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never had anybody like, yo, you hear about so and so? They went missing, never been found again. Like, no, fuck no, I never heard of that shit. That's not real. That's fucking fake. People get kidnapped. They don't go missing.
What else?
Not as an adult, at least. I don't think. Who the fuck said La Llorona? That's fucking. Who is this? I'm gonna find out who you are. I'm gonna fucking tickle your toes. I think it's Aaron. Aaron, if that's you, you fucking said Lord. I don't even know how to say your stupid ass fucking name. That's how fucking mad I am for you putting that in the damn chat. Put no fucking voodoo shit in the chat for.
What else?
Nothing really fucking happened, huh? Other than everybody signing fucking deals, and I really don't give a fuck about LeBron being a puss and sitting out for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
Donald Trump hasn't done shit lately. I'm fucking wanting somebody poke the bear so this fucker do some shit.
They said they're anticipating a recession, which is not good. But
The fuck's that even mean?
just people are gonna lose jobs. People are gonna not be able to afford things. It's just-
Oh, fuck. The eggs are going fucking bonkers, I hear.
They're like $9, like for 18, I think.
No, it's not too bad. $2 an egg, pretty. Nah, it's kind of bad.
I don't, it's bad whenever like that's an expensive thing, you know. Eggs are supposed to be cheap. Like, what's wrong? Why are eggs so high when chickens like lay like? I think I've asked people that have like chickens. They say they usually lay like a couple eggs a day. So if they lay a couple eggs a day, like and you have,
How many
like,
fucking chickens are in the world? A couple billion?
I don't know how many chickens, but I'm just saying, like, imagine you had 6 chickens.
That's 12.
Just 6. You should have 12 eggs a day. That's just, I mean, of course you got to feed them and do whatever else. But I'm assuming, like, I don't understand. I think there was something in, like, Pennsylvania that was preventing chicken eggs or something like that. I don't remember.
Huh.
But yeah, so essentially what ends up happening is, like, it's just going to be a very downtime. It could last a year, maybe longer. But basically things are just going to be, I guess, quote unquote, like rough times. This will be like the first recession since I think early 2000s. And so, yeah. But I don't know. Who knows? He says he's trying to prevent it, but I don't really know. I think it's just a number of things. Like we're in so much debt to other countries. And then like we're in debt to ourselves, it seems like too much. And I don't know. So expect like big changes from jobs, from grocery bills, from just everything.
Shit, you're gonna see all kinds of layoffs, huh?
Potentially a lot. And who knows what could definitely be more that we don't even know or understand currently. I guess as long as you live within your means, that's all you can do is live within your means, do what you got to do to just
Yep, you got an expensive car payment. You might as well just
sell it.
sell it, get a cheaper car, nigga.
Yeah, hopefully.
Everybody start downgrading. If you want to downgrade, give me your car. I'll just fucking trade you. We'll
Yeah,
swap.
people are gonna be trying to do all kinds of shit, trying to sell their. This might be a good time to buy a house.
I've fucking been seeing all kinds of people buying houses.
Yeah, like if like here in the next year, if you're trying to buy a house, it might be the time you might get cheap ass fucking house, big ass house for nothing. It's the thing because people are gonna be needing money that they can't afford their house bill no more. They're gonna have to sell their house. But you know, a lot of people are moving into people like apartments because you no longer have to like upkeep anything. Air conditioner goes out.
somebody else has to pay for it.
Somebody else has to pay for it. Whereas if it's your own house, of course you gotta fork up that bill.
Fuck,
So-
that sucks. A lot of apartments gonna be fucking filled up.
But then that could also mean that they could rank up the bill for that
Oh, for like housing,
for renting.
housing,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But
Which would make a lot of sense. Like,
it would just suck. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, as long as you're living within your means currently, like I don't have any crazy bills, so it's kind of like, well, even if that happens, I guess at the whatever, you just have to eat ramen or whatever. Fuck
it's
it.
not too bad.
It'll be bad when you're eating it every day. I don't think I could eat anything every day. There's not a thing. I would at least have to change it from day to day. Like ramen one day and like
Bologna sandwich.
bologna sandwich the next day.
That's not that bad. You could do that.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do like ramen every day.
I don't think anybody. People I say they could, but fuck.
Because
no.
I've seen people do challenges where they eat like potatoes for like 30 days.
You know how tired of potatoes you'd be
Oh yeah, but they've lost weight and shit.
eating. They just eat potato.
Like that's all they eat is the
They don't put
potato.
anything on it.
No, I don't think
And
so.
they
They
probably
just
don't
like
fry it.
they just bake them or they cook them in the mic and eat the potato.
probably, yeah.
They use like condiments like ketchup or whatever they want to use,
Oh, shit.
but like they're not throwing no butter and
Sour
shit on there.
cream.
Nah, I guess you could. I guess,
Oh,
but even that would still get old.
yeah, but you could probably get fatter probably because the butter's thick and fat.
Maybe. But yeah,
That-
that's
yeah.
the. That's what I had seen the other day. Let me.
I don't think I could eat anything for the same day like that. I probably would say it, but then once I start doing it, I'm like, this shit's getting old, bro. Like, fuck this. I'll be starting combining it, fucking sandwich and fucking potato. Yeah, fuck that. That would suck. There's something else.
Yeah. Yeah, but Trump did say, he says, I don't see it at all. That he doesn't believe that we're going to go into a recession. But the fact, like, there's this, I don't remember what the company, like, it's not even a company. It's like kind of like a stock market type of data. But it's like they predict what the next thing's going to be or whatever. And right now, like, recession's like in the, I want to say, like, higher than 50%. I want to say it was like in the 90 percentile that the likelihood it's going to happen. But yeah. It's basically just trying to reset the market to everything. Because if you've noticed, like, even stock markets have been dropping and shit. And
Yeah, I check on fucking Robinhood all the time, see what Doge is doing, and lately it's been all red for like.
yeah, it's
2
been
weeks.
going down. But yeah, so basically right now it's just one of those.
So they do that to like set the prices back to low.
Yeah, so like right now, eggs are $9, which they'd probably stay around there unless they continue to go higher. They'll still be there, but what happens is, like, no one's going to be able to afford it, right? So the only way they're going to be able to do it is to, like, lay people off, and the sales aren't going to be made. So then essentially it resets the market to drop everything back. It's going to drop. Everybody wants it to drop. So that way everything's more affordable.
Makes
But
sense.
it's because we're in so much debt that we can't. People think by printing more money and paying off our debt that solves the issue, but then that lowers the dollar value. So then essentially we end up more fucked than what we were prior to. So, but that's the thing. Like, the unemployment pool could dip, bro. It could be fucking 50%. They're saying,
people
like, people could lose their jobs.
Jesus. Imagine if you were just like every fucking one person, the other person's laid off. Like there's literally
Like, imagine. Put it this way.
So you work with 4 people.
Like
2
your
niggas.
job. How many people do you think in your job could run everything?
Well, me and my boss been doing it for the last 2 days.
Okay.
2 people.
So 2 people. 2 people every day could run that job.
Easily.
Okay, so like at my job, I would say you would need at least like 2 tellers, probably a senior teller. You'd have to have probably 1 branch manager that's in the branch. That's probably the least you would need. At least 2 tellers. You could probably get done. It would be busy days, but you could do it. In my department, I'd probably say you need your supervisor, and you'd probably need 2 loan officers. You could probably do it. And then, like, in accounting, you have your 2 bosses, and then you'd probably need, like, maybe 1 or 2 extra accountants.
So like 11 people.
As of right now,
So how many people do you think you work with?
we work with 90.
that was
think-
like fucking. That's like fucking 10%. That's you only keep me 10% of your.
But
people.
that's what I'm saying. I haven't even. That's just at my branch, though.
That's what I'm saying. 10%
And then
of your people are staying.
I'd still need like 4 more people at the other branch, and then another 4 more people at the other branch. Plus, then at the other branch in El Paso, there's indirect, so they're like over the phone that take loans. You'd probably need about 2 of those and your supervisor. So all in all, I think like you could probably be around the 25 to 30 people.
Yeah, for ours, probably in this cruises, you'll need 2 people each, just a boss and a worker. So 3 stores, 6 people. Probably a driver because you have to deliver. Well, you probably don't get rid of your driver and just tell us there's no more deliveries. So
Yeah, delivery pickup only.
yep.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying. So think about it that way. Because it's what's going to be essential is what are you really worth? Are we able to cut? Because ties are going to be cut, but what loose ends are going to be cut? Like, what are the ones we're like, nah, we don't need 10 tellers.
Yeah.
Like, half of y'all are part time, so there goes 5.
And then the phone callers, they're like, we don't need any phone callers. Everybody else start answering the fucking phones too. Like, do both.
You're going to have to do both. You're going to have to cross train.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. And so, like, when you look at it from all these different angles, it's just like, it's like the oil fields. When the oil starts pumping, motherfuckers are laid off.
Yep.
And that's basically, but it's just so that, like, you're not spending as much money in every
Labor.
industry, so then that money can be fed back into the economy, and then the economy is eventually get reset. It's just a long process because usually, like, watch, that's what I was going to look up. When's the last time we had a recession? I would say it was like 2002.
Yeah, probably after 9/11.
2007 to 2009.
Jeez, Hurricane Katrina?
That was a great recession, economic depression.
Jesus.
2007 to December 2007 to June 2009,
So like
which was
18
literally
months.
about 18 months.
18.
That's what I'm saying. It could last a year, 2 years.
Pretty much, it looks like a 2 year is probably your max, maybe.
Hopefully. Just depends, bro. It depends on a lot of things. And in that matter of time, you better hope your shit don't fuck up. Car don't break down, your house don't catch on fire, all these different things.
Maybe that's how people became homeless, huh? The depression of 2007 to 2000.
Yeah, because they were living outside their means.
Yeah, there's probably people that were fucking balling.
They're balling, making boohoo bucks, bought a big old mansion, and then when they were like, I had no job, I can't afford this fucking house. They had to file for bankruptcy. Their credit's screwed then. Because once you file for bankruptcy, I think it's 3 to 5 years you have to wait. Like, nobody's going to let you borrow shit, bro.
Fuck.
People think it's the solution to the problem, but it's like temporary solution because your credit takes a crap. Yeah, you get out of all that debt. No matter what, you get rid of all that debt. This is not advice. I'm not giving people advice right now.
Do it. Fuck it.
Hell no, don't do it. You're going to ruin your whole entire life.
Fuck
You're going to
it.
spend all the rest of your life trying to prove yourself to people, and you ain't going to get nothing. Like, you could go rack up the bill. You can go hundreds of thousands of dollars and file for bankruptcy.
Fuck it. Do it.
And then,
It's not my life. Fucking go do it.
but yeah, it's tough. It's a tough life to live. So maybe that's how people end up homeless. But I just feel like there's other angles. It's just like, you know what it boils down to is pride. People have too much pride, so they
yeah.
let that eat at them. Like, I can't work at this place.
I can't-
I'm too good for that.
I can't wear those kind of clothes. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I
too
can't.
cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I can't go get Salvation Army shoes because I need name brand shoes,
Yeah.
or I can't do this because I guarantee you go to Salvation Army and you are in dire need. They would provide you what you need,
Yeah, they would
like free on the
they
house.
probably would give it to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, on the house, they'll give you what you need. You walk in there bougie or whatever, you ain't getting shit for free. But if you look like you're in dire need of shit, they will help you.
Yeah, I've seen Savers give like blankets to homeless. Like,
Exactly.
we need a blanket. They're like, fucking take
Fuck
it.
it, it's free anyways.
Fucking take this blanket.
Exactly.
Like, yo, I need one too. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that San Marcos one right there.
Dead ass. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's solutions, but the solution is too hard for people to compromise on. It's like, nah, I'm too good for that.
Tripping.
And it's like, bro, you're fucking on one, because to be too good to start over is crazy. Because if you really got it like that, starting over only means temporary.
Yeah, it means you already know the game plan.
Yeah, you know how to get back to square one.
Yeah,
And this time you could do it right.
that's facts.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next. They're anticipating 2026, so we have like a year.
2026, everybody says it's gonna be a good year. It don't sound like it. 25's been good. Shit. 25's been good as fuck lately.
25's been all right.
I like
I can't
25.
complain about 25.
Yeah, 25 ain't done nothing wrong to me yet. Even if it does, I think it's still gonna be a good year.
Joey Bosa, huh?
Fucking betrayed his brother. Fucking fake, fool.
I think he wanted to compete.
Wanted to actually play, huh?
No, I think he would play. I just think he thought, where am I going to be the most valuable? And since Buffalo lost Von Miller,
Did they? They released him,
yeah,
huh? I
no,
forgot
well,
about
he released, and I think he signed with like the Cardinals.
it. What the fuck?
I think that's who he signed with.
It's true.
But anyways, yeah, I think Bosa just is like, well, they for sure got a guy. And he's probably gonna make the playoffs.
And you got some help on that defensive line with Mario Williams, him, fucking Matt Milano. You got some defensive players on that team. So shout out the Bills.
Also, guys, I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know. We're probably gonna go to kick.
Oh yeah.
We're probably gonna go to kick, and we're gonna kick YouTube. We're gonna start over essentially.
We're gonna recession this fucking channel.
Yeah, we might actually retire the channel. I don't know what that means, but I think we're gonna just move because all we do is stream. We don't really post anything anymore. Like we haven't posted in probably 2 years.
A year or two, yeah.
Because what's the last thing that we posted? Probably I can't even think of anything.
The
Probably
food review or something. I don't know.
our yard sale.
Yeah, probably.
So we're just thinking that we'd probably have a little bit more success on the kick status.
Yo, shout out Aiden Ross.
Yeah, like I think that's just kind of the route. I don't want to go to Twitch. I just think that that's more gamer status. I think kick is kind of like you're more chill. You just talk about
Yeah,
whatever.
fucking gamble.
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
What the fuck
And
you want on that channel?
So I kind of more or less think that that's the route we're gonna go. Not entirely sure when we'll make a better announcement, but yeah, I think maybe this YouTube will be done and we'll be just starting something different.
Yes, sir.
But at least we'll be able to stream different stuff too. We just gotta figure out our situation. But big announcements coming soon. So we'll leave you guys on that cliffhanger until next Tuesday. Peace out, guys.